seriously, why do you do the things you do? Ever get mad at something stupid like a slow Wi-Fi connection and suddenly you're ready to start World War III in your living room? That's your autopilot brain running the show. And if you don't stop to ask yourself why, you'll keep repeating the same dumb patterns forever. Today, we're gonna hack the autopilot and turn your inner chaos into, well, slightly less chaos. Welcome to the ToasterBotnet self-improvement for people who touch grass ironically. In this video, we're talking about self-reflection, not the stare at yourself in the bathroom mirror until you question your own existence kind. I mean the practice of actually looking inward, analyzing your thoughts, emotions and triggers and rewiring how your brain responds. The goal? More inner peace, more emotional stability, and becoming the kind of person who doesn't lose their mind when the Starbucks barista spells their name wrong. We live in a constant dopamine flood. Notifications, stress, social media arguments with strangers you'll never meet. No wonder we are just reacting instead of reflecting. Most people's emotional life probably looks like Windows 95 recursive error loop crashing over and over again, like the same 3 messages forever. But the wild part, you can actually debug your brain. The first step is brutally simple. Stop before reacting, before yelling, before posting something dumb you regret. Just sit with the emotion, observe it like a cat in the corner. Don't chase it, just watch it. And yes, I understand this is not easy, not at all, especially when reading comments on Reddit. Twitter is easy in this regard, it's filled with lost souls anyway. But yes, okay, pausing is good and all, of course. But how then will we improve and get rid of our inner idiot? The best way to do inner work is to constantly observe your thought patterns, emotions, and inner monologue. So ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What's the trigger? Why does this trigger me so much? Do I actually want to think this way? Is this thought beneficial to me? What's the deeper motivation for me to do the things I do? Did I react correctly in the situation? Why did I react the way I did? Always ask yourself questions in your own head and search or analyze your deeper motives and be true to yourself and don't lie to yourself. Really, be honest about it. After all, it's your thoughts. No one can hear you thinking them, except the CIA. They know everything. Your brain is also a lot like that one drunk friend. It will say a lot of nonsense, but if you ask the right questions, you realize most of it doesn't make sense and you don't have to keep listening. Every time you reflect instead of react, you're basically patching the software. You are steering your emotional life in the direction you want. I used to live in constant paranoia. Mental illness had me stuck in loops where every shadow felt like a threat. But through relentless self-reflection, journaling, analyzing my triggers, I started to break those loops. Now you can't trigger me as easily. I'm still a work in progress, but I've come a long way from the past idiot. If you notice you are thinking bad things or destructive things, or you notice you think bad about somebody or something and you don't even want that, you can interrupt your own thought patterns. It takes some practice, but it is not really that hard. Get creative and invent an interruption word. I have one. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but let's just say you pick blueberry pie. Every time you notice, wait, am I sliding into thought patterns that I don't want to slide into? And are my thoughts not in line with my values right now? And I don't want to think that. Just interrupt the thoughts by saying blueberry pie in your head over and over again. Like blueberry pie, blueberry pie, blueberry pie. Do this every time you want to change your thoughts, and you can basically reprogram your monkey brain into only thinking positive and productive things and thoughts. The result of all this inner debugging is, of course, inner peace, less chaos, more emotional stability, fewer roller coasters, and resilience. Life hits, but you bounce back. You become less stressed. Not many things can rustle your chimneys anymore. You get to know yourself better, and you will have a deeper understanding of what you want. And you will really clarify your values and morals in the process. Basically, you go from being a Windows 95 crash to at least a Windows XP crash. Improvement. So, sit with your thoughts, analyze them, question them, and rewrite them. The more you practice, the more control you get over your own life and brain. And hey, if this helped you, hit subscribe. I've got more absurdly deep self-improvement tips, always delivered with memes and way too much coffee. Share this with a friend who still thinks yelling at traffic jams fixes traffic. And if you're interested, I have a video that explains the 5 stages of adult development on my other playlist. Because what we just talked about here is basically kind of like the 5th stage of self-transforming mind, kind of. Yeah, anyway, that's it. Join the botnet for the almighty algorithm. ToasterBotnet out.